Viewing Hard Knocks with the Detroit Lions. I'm Butler.
I'm Neil.
And I'm Detroit Rick. What's up, bitches? Cheers.
What's up with you, Ricky Bobby? What you drinking? Water?
I got
whiskey, baby.
got all kinds of feelings today after that show.
Dude, I want to get started on the show. Hold on a second. First of all, I got a big announcement. Sounds like Mon, and this is tentative. We haven't even started yet. Okay, Rick, close your eyes and pull your headphones off because I have to talk about this. Give me 30 seconds. Watch for me when I do this. Come back, okay? Pull everything off.
with your eyes closed.
With my eyes closed. You're just like Dan Campbell. Can't take a fucking bath in 2 days.
Okay, close your eyes for 20 seconds.
Can you count to 30?
Yes, can you count to 30, Rick? All right, here we go.
He's gonna count to 10 3 times.
He's gonna count to 10 3 times. So the over/under going into before it started was 5.5, but because of the content from Hard Knocks tonight, it's up to 7.5.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay.
That's 30 in my book.
Dude, that was perfect timing.
That was almost like you were listening.
That was
I put my hands over top like that, so I couldn't hear.
Rick has integrity. I don't think he was listening.
No, that was great. That was perfect timing.
That was really good. So how was your week, Rick? You look a little stressed out.
Well, we're trying to sell this house, and I am stressed out, man. There's more shit every time I go to fix something else fucking breaks. So
like what?
I'm getting there.
What today?
Well, the garage door, I had to replace the seal on the bottom of it, and then I couldn't find the right part for it. I got to go on Amazon, and Amazon sent a piece of shit made in China that kept falling apart. So I had to redo the whole bottom of it. Then, of course, the spring popped loose. What a pain in the ass.
You doing good though, man? Like,
yeah, I'm doing great.
We're here for you.
I know, baby.
Yeah, if there's anything you need, Rick, besides any manual labor, money, or any advice, please hit us up.
Blowjob?
I told you, hand jobs only.
Oh.
No, I do mean it though. Like, if you ever need to talk about anything, let me know.
No, I'm good.
I think as guys, especially, we need to be cool with talking about stuff. Yeah, if we ever need to talk about stuff, a lot of times we're expected to be the strong pillar in the corner of our family there and be the one that everybody comes to and leans on if they need help. But we don't have anybody to go to.
He has plenty of people to go to.
They all come to him.
It's very important to be in touch with your feelings, Rick, and to be able to admit when you have a problem. And if you're having issues and you're having struggles dealing with the house, just reach out to us. We're here for you, buddy.
Butler said this sarcastically, but I mean it.
I didn't say it sarcastically.
It goes on the market Friday, so you're taking pictures tomorrow. So trying to get this shit ready to go.
You guys are going to sell that.
And then, I'm a fucking idiot. So I was in a hurry yesterday, and we're going to sell the bar with the house, of course, and the kegerator. When I had to defrost the kegerator, I did the cardinal sin, the thing you never fucking do. Take a screwdriver and a hammer and chip the ice away. Guess what the fuck I did?
Punctured the keg?
Punctured the freaking evaporator, Freon released, and it cost the kegerator is a $600 kegerator. It costs more to replace it than costs more to fix it than to replace it. So guess what? The house doesn't come with a kegerator.
Nice.
No, not nice.
So that's two things that broke today. But you broke one of them.
Yeah, I broke one of them because in a hurry.
All right, Neil, what about you?
Down.
How was your week?
I was good, man. Get my feet underneath me at the new gig professionally, and then
nice, congratulations.
Got out, and it wasn't this weekend I golfed. I did stuff. This weekend. I just can't remember. Oh, went for a nice drive up to the mountains with the family on Saturday.
The Lonesome Lake, I saw that.
Yeah, went up there, got to see that beautiful place, and then
go up there often.
Got out and got some range therapy on Sunday with some buddies, and it was good.
Pew, pew.
I'm in a good spot. Pew 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 pew. Yeah.
Well, next time we go fire, let me know. Tommy wants to go. That new rifle we bought him. He wants to go try to sight that in.
Yeah, for sure.
And he doesn't know where to go. Except
some spots. No problem.
Except back to Iraq, and didn't want to go there.
Nope, we will keep them in Washington.
Yeah.
Once you guys see the video footage of my place on my new drone this week, you'll see that there's plenty of places. I'm going to set up a little shooting range out back here.
You're not running around. You're not running around flogging your molly, looking something in the air, are you?
No. Flogging the molly. What does that mean, Rick?
That's a new one.
I had to write that one down. I don't think we remember that one.
That's a band. You ever heard Flogging Molly?
I know,
It is a ban.
but it is also means something apparently, right?
I thought it was flogging the dolphin, but
might be flogging Molly. Who knows? So what my favorite part of the week, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. We talked a little bit about it ahead of time, but there's this podcast I listen to because I travel a lot called Chad and JT Go Deep. You guys ever seen that?
I've seen it, bits and pieces.
of it. Yeah, they're great guys. Anyways, they released a show on Netflix I thought was pretty cool, and they have kind of a special place in Rain City Roar's heart as far as I'm concerned, especially if you guys watch this. They say dong and dick more than Rick does. I have never seen a podcast say it more, but they haven't. So if you guys get a chance this week, we're doing a little cross promotion with these guys. Chad and JT Go Deep on Netflix. They're activists, Stoke Lords, and legends, and I just hope that one day Rain City Roar can be as close to legend status as they are. So check them out. We highly recommend it. I highly recommend it.
You're the only thing standing in our way, Butler.
That was. Hey, my first name is JT. I could literally be the JT of Chad and JT.
Hey, he looks a little better than you do.
Yeah, spit an image. Guy. It's awesome.
Gosh, darn it. All right.
Who's gonna be the blonde guy?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Look like Starsky and Hutch.
So I guess we'll just get right into it, boys. We got some stuff going on this week. It was a good show. I was stoked. You guys were stoked.
Oh man, that was a tough one, man.
Yeah, but let's just jump right into it. The cuts. I mean, they jumped right into it. They started on the board.
Do we want to start with the cuts, or do we want to start with?
That's where the episode started.
Well, the cuts are going to happen on next week's episode. I mean, everybody's going to know about it for a week, but I mean, the cuts are all official as of today.
Well, literally, the first thing that they showed was them at the board cutting people. That's what I meant. So, but
okay,
start wherever you want to start, Neil. Go ahead.
No, I mean, it's there was a lot of good stuff in this one. I think that if we jump right into the cuts, I think that we'll miss a good opportunity to talk about a lot of the stuff that kind of happened throughout the show. So yes, they did start out with their. But what was the line that Coach Carroll said right at the beginning?
Three what the fucks, two bullshits.
In the first drive or something like that. Like, what was he doing?
Yeah. I don't think I copied that one down. You sent that to me, but I didn't. I've been trying to do this different because I missed the first part when I'm trying to type everything in as we go. But yeah, look, that was pretty cool.
Oh man, it was so funny. There was a couple good one-liners out there tonight. There was that one. There was AG's. This is why I fucks with you. When he said that to Malcolm Rodriguez, like I put on Twitter, I said if AG was to ever say that to me, like you could call my life complete because there's nothing left to accomplish. I feel like that would be one of the greatest compliments that anybody could ever get from somebody, especially him.
There were some good lines. Let's talk about the fan response. I guess we can start there. I think the biggest thing about that is that we had a bunch of people like Puma at Twitter saying this season of Hard Knocks really makes you want the Lions to at least make the playoffs. Thanks, Puma. We appreciate that. What was one of the other ones you really liked, Neil? Didn't you have another one?
There was the one really funny one about Goff playing well or the offense looking good because the defense maybe wasn't.
Oh no!
No!
There we go. No, this is the one you're talking about. Hard Knocks had Max Edwards says Hard Knocks has me concerned this defense is going to get toasted. But then yes, the other one was MA tweeted, "Who needs fucking coaches? You know, Jared Goff." I'm just kind of hanging out. I'm not going to mention anything on that because I'm on the Goff bandwagon now, right?
Yep, you are. Oh, I'm waiting.
I did think about that. Is that they talked I think the biggest thing was the only person that doesn't like Goff more than me was Aaron Glenn, and he was just talking stuff about Goff, and it's like, what does that say about the defense? I guess that comes back to that tweet we were just talking about.
Do you count that as him talking stuff about Goff, or
the narrator literally said something to that effect? But I don't know. I mean, I didn't not like Goff. He just didn't like what he's doing to the defense.
What you got, Rick?
No, I was just you're always going to have good-hearted bashing between offense, defense, special teams. That's going to be there. But when you disrespect someone on the offense or the defense, then you're going to put some blood and put some cancer in that locker room. I believe.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think he was disrespecting him. I just thought it was kind of funny point. So,
well, was it meant to be funny? Did it come off that way?
Yeah, that's true. What do you think, Neil?
I think a lot about a lot of things. I think that I was surprised and very happy to find out that this week's preseason game was on TV. Got to actually sit down and watch it. I'm happy that that Craig Reynolds is part of the organization. I mean, even when they were talking about at the one point where they were talking about can we cut Craig Reynolds, and Mark Brunell was like, no, this is a guy that he is what we are. This is what we do here. He's what we do here. He's what we are wanting to become, or something along those lines. And that says a lot. I mean, you got dudes with that pedigree that are sitting in a room talking about who they want to ride with for the next 17 weeks at a minimum. And you're the guy that sets the tone for kind of what the team wants to be. That's cool. Like, if I'm him watching that, I like the Reynolds family. His dad towards the end, when he came up to him after a game, his son's been a professional football player for, what they say, 4 seasons.
4 seasons, yeah.
And his dad comes up to him, and he was so proud of him for making that kid's day, because he gave him a towel for his birthday. Or kid didn't know it was his birthday, but he gave him the towel. No, that was Craig Reynolds.
Was it Reynolds?
Yeah, it was Reynolds.
Oh, okay. I thought that was his dad. Never mind.
But he's like, I'm so proud of you for that. Not for being a professional football player, but for being a good person.
That was funny.
But the one thing that I noticed, I never really put too much thought or paid too much attention into watching. You mean, what it happens, but when the running backs or anybody, the ball carrier, changes hands from one to the other. There was one run that Craig Reynolds had this week where it was just, I noticed it when it happened because it was just so smooth. Like it looked like it was almost too smooth to be natural. But when he had it in his left arm and he was running, the guy came up, and just before he got there, it was just it was a fucking cold transition. It was like the fundamentals and how hard he plays all the time, and how much attention to detail that is paid to everything that he does. I can't help but respect Mr. Reynolds there.
Yeah, I got to tell you, during the interview with him, 4 seasons. The last team he was with, I think it was the Jaguars. He was so humble in the conversation speaking. Here's a guy who's just humble. I mean, I was very impressed with that. And who's going to be our starting running back right now? Because Reynolds he's giving Swift a run for his money.
Swift will be the starting running back.
Yeah, I don't see that changing. But
till either he gets hurt or he makes enough mistakes in a row where Coach Staley gets pissed off with him and benches him for a little while. But then you still got Jamal Williams in the mix. Like, Craig Reynolds is going to be he's going to be kind of a luxury to have. I think, sitting there, especially with the season being one game longer, and guys getting beat up and taking their lumps and stuff like that. Because if nothing else, he's been consistent and durable during his time in Detroit, and having him as your third choice, like that's not a bad spot to be in. I think that they've got I like the running back room.
I like his running. I love him, and I love his dad. But I think my favorite part of Hard Knocks tonight was when he said that. It reminded me of when, what's his name, was the Beast in the UFC. My balls are sweaty.
So another reason I had a horrible freaking week is I messed up my elbow, so I put some ice out my elbow, and then I made my lunch and then took a piss. It was a miserable ride to work.
Why does that?
Because I put ice out. I had icy out on my hands, and I took a piss and touched my dick, and they
okay.
All the way to work. It was a
that was too easy, Rick. That was too easy.
Butler, you were talking about Derek Lewis from the UFC.
Derek Lewis, he's the Beast, right? Isn't that his name? Didn't I say that? Isn't that his nickname, the Beast?
I don't think Yeah, the Beast.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sorry.
Right.
Good man.
That was great, though. He said, I put icy hot in my nuts on accident. This shit's crazy.
How do you do that by accident?
Well, so
You just did it?
I didn't personally put it on my nuts. I went to take a piss. There's a reason I touched my
That's how he put it on accident, Rick.
I got Tiger Balm.
I don't touch my nuts when I piss.
You don't touch anything when you.
Yeah.
Oh no, I got tiger balm on my stuff one time, and I just wasn't thinking. I pulled my groin and went, and like, it was hurting pretty bad, and I had the tiger balm there, and I was like, I'm gonna put this on here, and everything was cool, and then all of a sudden it wasn't cool.
No.
And then I was like bird bathing in the sink, and it was all weird. It was like it was a pretty well populated
Bird
shower
bathing
house
in the sink. Okay.
Yeah.
Bird bathing.
So I was deployed at that point in time, and I was in the shower house, and like there was a whole bunch of sinks and a whole bunch of people, and I'm sitting there splashing myself. And
Oh, I bet that was loved.
it was. I'm happy cell phone cameras weren't like readily available over there.
That's one the thing then.
Well, one thing we noticed this week, we were talking last week about Easy and Pimpleton, and he's gone. He's gone. Rick.
Yeah. Well, we
That's
caught
surprising?
Easy. We caught Easy going to be gone. That's not surprising. But Pimpleton, I was pretty impressed, and he's fast. I like that he was a guy from Michigan. He first got not drafted, but recruited by Virginia Tech, but then came back, played for the Chippewas for Central Michigan, and he had a horrible game against the Steelers. I think that's what broke the back, man, dropping the balls and fuck. He just seemed like an impressive young kid, and he could really add some stuff to our team. But now, I was hoping we'd make the cut with the speed.
I kind of thought he would.
Yeah, I hope it didn't go to the Bears or someone. He burns us.
You know that's what's going to happen.
So let's revisit. Oh, this is gonna feel good. Let's revisit a moment from last week's show. Should he have been spending so much time juggling them damn tennis balls?
Yeah. Well,
or should he have been catching his 202 balls?
Oh, that's right.
A good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
One guy made the team, one guy didn't. You don't see St. Brown out there juggling or doing anything other than either getting stronger, getting faster, or catching balls.
Right. Well, speaking of, that was kind of a fun point in the show when they talked about the guy that looked like Doc Antle, and this is the Doc Antle vibes from this guy right here.
Oh, that made me laugh. That made me laugh so hard. I saw somebody say that, and they were like, "You're getting some serious Doc Antle vibes from the juggling man right now."
That was a pretty cool little segment, but yeah, he was kind of interesting fella.
Oh, somebody pulled Tiger King out, and I wasn't ready for it. That was very well done.
To be a professional juggler, you kind of have to look like Doc Antle, I would assume. I mean,
yeah, and let me back up a second. I don't want to say that like I don't feel like the pro athletes shouldn't have like hobbies and do stuff for fun and not eat, sleep, and breathe football. But if you're a guy on the edge of the roster and stuff like that, he had a choice. He had a choice to go do his little juggling class thing for the show or to do whatever he could to try to make that team. And we saw what choice he made.
That's a good point.
And we saw how it ended up. So
yeah.
That's a bummer. Talk about Rodrigo a little bit.
Yes.
6th round pick looking like a steal, they said, but still the worst nickname ever. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah, we have to definitely get a different nickname for him. But
have you thought of one yet, Rick?
No, I haven't.
Neil?
He's got some pretty eyes.
I'm going to stick with Cornholio.
I will figure
Nobody else
out
has got
week.
any contribution. All right, I want something next week.
I'm going to tell you, he's impressive. A 6th round draft pick.
Yeah,
he's impressive, man. And I didn't realize how built he was until today when he was on the field with his pads and stuff on. See, boy's got some guns when they were showing him in the game, and I thought, wow, this guy. Because most shot was about his face and shit. I thought he was a little guy. He's not a little guy, man. He's a big boy.
In terms of linebackers, he's undersized.
Yeah.
But compared to you, he's fucking giant.
Everybody's bigger than me.
In more ways than one, Rick.
Yeah, I'm impressed with this kid, man. He's gonna be a good one for a 6th round draft pick. Fuck, dude.
Yeah, no, he's shown everything that they were talking about in the first episode and everything I'd heard about before. Because I don't follow college ball. I know you guys do, but I can't. I can't keep up. I can barely keep up with the NFL. So, but I guess people weren't expecting. They were expecting something, but obviously Detroit saw something in him, and I think that's what Dan Campbell does, and those guys do is they find that one thing they want and they kind of bring him in. So I think it's a good pick. I think he's in a good place.
Well, they had an opportunity and they did it, and I was really happy that they did. But they highlighted him making an impact on plays where he's not the one that's actually making the tackle. That one where AG came up to him afterwards. That play, he hit like 2 dudes on the line and just wrecked that play. He absolutely wrecked
knocked
that
the
play.
helmet off that one guy.
Yeah, knocked the helmet off him.
And that goes right back to what we were talking about a few weeks ago. When you have a non-lineman that can hit linemen and let the linemen do lineman things, that makes an impact. You don't have to be the one getting the stats, but if you can go out there on a weekly basis and make that level of an impact against guys that are much bigger than you and just wreck shit like that, he's gonna have a good time. He's gonna have a very good time.
Do you think it's his size that allows him to do that? He gets up under him. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but he's.
I think there's a little bit of it. So he used to be a wrestler. He's just got that probably extra, we'll call it abnormal level of aggression when it comes to putting hands on things and people. And he's not afraid. He's not shy, and he's a stout fella. So I mean, I'm sure that there is some there's
leverage.
The old adage, low man wins and stuff.
Leverage, yeah.
But I mean, it's just the force of the collisions when he hits those guys. He's given up 50, 60, 70 pounds of some of these dudes, and just
he goes hard.
He's hitting them hard.
He goes hard, man. He goes hard. He hitting 2 or 3 people, man. And like, holy shit. Just
he was talking about loving hitting people, which we gotta love. So
that was the first thing he said to us. Very first thing he said on the show.
Yep.
My name is Malcolm Rodrigo, and I like to hit people.
That's right. So let's talk about the offense and defense a little bit again. We did this last week. There was that one we talked about, the Goff tweet, which is "Who Needs Fucking Coaches," by MA, which again, I know Goff was messing around, but this one really stuck with me. Hard Knocks has me concerned this defense.
Preseason, it's hard to judge anything right now. But we kept him out of the end zone for 3 drives in the red zone. So to me, that's a victory. Yeah, we need some work. The offense needs some help fucking too. I mean, so in essence, if you base it on the last game we watched, our defense did their job the first 3 times in the red zone. They held them to a field goal. Can't ask for more than that except a turnover. Mm-hmm. Neil?
I would say that.
Yeah, let's talk about defense this time.
Yeah, as of right now, I'll stick with what I said last week, and I'm concerned about the secondary. We haven't seen much of the starters playing. I'm fine with that. If they're getting good reps in practice, there's no reason to make them go out there in preseason games and risk the injury. We saw there was that scary moment with TJ Watt that happened on the Steelers during the game, and you're always one play away from losing a good football player for a season. And I think that I don't know if it was because of Hard Knocks or if it seems different than last year a little bit, but it seems like they, aside from like the linemen on both sides, that they did a lot of kind of preventative. They took a lot of preventative measures to kind of conceal what we might see during the regular season. We didn't hardly see anything of Goff. I know you wanted defense, but Campbell was speaking very highly of him during the show tonight. And we didn't see any of them except for one drive. It was against the Colts. No, it wasn't the Colts. It was the Falcons. I think it was the only time I remember seeing him during the preseason. And he went down there first drive, let him down there, touchdown. Like it was just a regular everyday activity that didn't take too much effort. But the defense though, I don't know if we got a chance to see what we're going to see as the starting defensive squad out there all together during the preseason. And I'm not super concerned about not really concerned about the defensive line. Linebackers, I think, will be fun. Corners and safeties. That's what I'm worried about.
Always a problem. No matter almost any team, it's a 50-50 for me with the corners and the safeties. So I mean, I'm still standing by the defense. I think we had a better defense than we have an offense, and I hope that plays out in the season. We'll see. I mean, I can't, don't quote me on it. I mean, I'm a defense guy, but the offense, Goff's the quarterback. Blau is the backup. And I'm not worried about either of those guys. They'll do their job. Running backs look good. Receivers look good. The line, as usual. Do we have any pass protection? Do we have any run gap? I think the offensive line's the biggest struggling point, in my opinion.
I disagree with you, man. They
Surprise, fucking surprise.
they kept. No, I mean Okay, so they're starting lineup. You got Decker, Jackson, Ragnow, Vaitai, Sewell.
All those guys individually are phenomenal. I'm not taking anything away, and I won't even talk smack like I do on Goff about those guys. Okay, but as a team, they never seem to do anything. That's what I'm saying.
We've never seen them all play together. I don't think
we've seen a good portion of them play together, and it doesn't matter who they have in any of those positions. Nobody can get on the same page on the offensive line for years. 4 years.
Well, we will see. We'll see at the end of the season who was more correct on this one. I think I'm excited to see them all play together.
Why don't? What do you think's the weakest part of the offense then?
Tight ends.
So we got TJ Hawkinson.
And that's about it. You got TJ Hawkinson, and then you have the all-star lineup of Brock Wright, James Mitchell, and Shane Zylstra.
Who are
Funches got cut.
I think we're used to having 3 big name tight ends every year too. Mm-hmm. So,
or at least 2 that you've heard of.
We'll have a no names. We'll have a no name step up and steal the show.
I hope the guys play well. I mean, shit. I'm not gonna sit here and say that. I hope that I expect them to suck because I don't recognize their name. Obviously, somebody sees something in them because they're on an NFL football team. But I don't have a whole lot of high hopes for after Hawkinson on that group.
Rick, which one do you think is the problem on the offense? Because I know you don't think it's the running backs. You look like a lineman, so I can't give it that. It's got to either be the quarterback or the receivers, right? What do you think's the problem?
No, I think we're solid at receivers, and if Goff could play like he did the last 3 games of the season last year, and he whatever reason he played like a piece of shit early in the season, I know as time went on he got better. Maybe he got comfortable. Maybe he understood the system. I don't know. We know he's a proven quarterback. I don't think quarterback receiver is a problem. I'm worried about the line. I'm worried about him getting protection. We have some beef up there, but can they gel? Can they play as a team and form that bond? Can they make it happen?
I've never seen Detroit Rick be politically correct before. What do you say is the problem, Rick? What's the problem? There's no problem with the offense?
The line, I think, would be the biggest problem.
Okay.
What the fuck want me to say, bitch?
Nothing, Rick. I was just asking.
That was very articulate.
You were very random and kind of like just never committed to anything. So I was looking for commitment.
I thought it was great.
Again, I'm wrong. You guys are right. Fuck off.
No, I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time understanding why you guys think that the offensive line is the weakest position group on that football team right now.
Well, I don't know. I saw Blau go down 3 or 4 times.
Because of a guy that's no longer on the team.
I've been watching the Lions for the past couple of years. Stafford was a punching bag. I love Stafford. I will go to my deathbed on Stafford. Was there anything about the preseason game that did stand out as solid, positive to you guys?
I like that they kept playing. You had right up to the very end. Blau was getting his ass kicked out there, and the guys all still played for him. I tell you what, I would have genuinely been concerned over our coaching staff's and front office's ability to judge talent if Tim Boyle would have made the team and Blau would have gotten cut.
Right.
That offense might have had Rick out there playing quarterback, and I don't mean that as an insult to you, Rick.
Yeah.
It was with Boyle.
You don't want my dick beater touching that football.
No, I mean they were anemic when he was out there.
Yeah. Well, you knew he was going to get cut when they pulled him. He was supposed to play the whole half, and they pulled him in the first quarter and put him on Blau. So you knew he wasn't going to make it.
Yeah, I feel good knowing that, that was the decision that they ended up making on who to keep and who to let go. But man, that was just, I mean, I don't get the warm fuzzies thinking about what Lions football is going to be like after, or if Goff goes down. Hopefully we don't have to deal with that.
Well,
but
and the two
no comment.
So we really lost the Atlanta game because Blau dropped the football, and then in this last week's game he dropped again, but he was able to pick it up right away, not be rattled by it, and complete a long pass. But that connection between the center and the quarterback, they got to fix that shit.
Well, the positive thing I took from Game 3 is the again, the defense is, like Rick said, the defense's ability to stop a touchdown for the first 3 or 4 drives, and then the recovery of the onside kick, which is always a good practice to do that. So,
yeah,
that's
well,
what I thought preseason 3.
Bringing up the onside kick, I was laying in bed the other night, and I wasn't thinking about you, Butler, so don't think of your head all fucking big. But I was thinking about thinking about all the crazy trick-ass plays that Dan Gamble pulled out of his ass last year. You're just wondering what kind. I wanted to save this to right before the game, but I'm excited to see what kind of shit he's going to pull out of his ass this year, because he's tricky, man. That guy, you can't underestimate him. You can't overlook anything crazy happening on any given play. So I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of crazy shit he does this year.
It was nice,
fun to watch,
and it was nice to me hearing the conversation between him and the refs before the game.
Yeah, yeah, and that's some respect, man. We don't get that.
Speaking of respect, who was it? Chase Lucas? Is that who it was when he recovered the ball? Yeah, Chase Lucas.
Yeah, Lucas. Yeah.
He recovered that ball, and he literally stood there and waited with the ball extended towards the ref, and until the ref turned around, he got his attention. He handed the ball. He goes, "Here you go, sir." And then he turned around and started celebrating with the rest of the guys,
right,
for recovering it. And then when he went back up and he goes, "Yes, sir. Thank you, sir." When he went and asked for the ball back, and the ref kind of knighted him with the ball and stuff. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I think that's a big thing. That's a big thing with this team is you have a lot of great character people on the team. Yep. And
well, and Dan Campbell mentioned it at the hotel. The staff talked about how polite and respectful the players were. They weren't all cocky, big-headed, arrogant. Yeah. They were very polite, they said, and carried themselves very well, which is cool. It was cool to hear that.
Yeah, that was overall. I mean, it was a great episode.
It's a sad freaking episode, man.
Why is that, Rick?
It's
making the cuts.
Yeah, making the cuts. That's hard, and you can see the emotion in Brad's face and in Dan Campbell's face, and just had to make these decisions and these cuts and talk about it and discuss it. And you get to see a different side of it when you're watching Hard Knocks. Years past, you see in the paper, oh, this guy's cuts. Okay, that boy, he better not skip leg day because he was talking about his legs were tired. Don't be skipping on my leg days.
Well, that's because he isn't running up the coach when coach is calling him, Rick. Remember last week? He's just walking on up.
Yeah. He was playing like a beast out there, man.
He was playing very well.
I hope he lives up to the hype, and he can continue to play as well as he is.
He wasn't playing better than Cornholio though. Cornholio had a defensive clinic going on out there.
Yeah. I did notice that Hutchinson's wearing a dog tag, and it's an old Vietnam dog tag. I wonder who he's wearing that for. He was walking off the bus, had a dog tag that had a notch cut out. In the old days in Vietnam, World War II, in Vietnam, they had a Korean War, they had a notch in the dog tag, put it in your tooth and kick it into your tooth. And I noticed he was wearing a dog tag with a notch in it. So I wonder if his grandfather or somebody wears it in honor of him. Because it was an old school dog tag.
Probably be his great grandfather at this point, Rick. We're old.
Oh, we are old. Fuck. Well, I'm old. Neil,
you are old as hell.
Neil's a puppy.
Yeah, buddy. So we back to the Wade versus release thing. The definition here, released. So there's the vested veteran, so somebody that's been in for at least 4 years, with four accrued seasons. they're free whenever they get released. Anybody that
can pick them up.
Yeah, they can sign with anybody. Anybody with less than 4 seasons gets placed on waivers, and then that goes through the waiver wire, and the contract stays in place up until that person's either claimed or goes through waivers, and then they get to start all over again with their stuff, or they can go back to the original team.
So after we make our cuts, who do we go? Anybody we go after? Anybody we look for? Tight end.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I said tight end. Or
I think obviously I think tight ends is somewhere to look. I think we always need to keep an eye open for receivers. I'd like to have another quarterback. I'm happy with the one that we have. I'm very happy with him.
So
I'd like to have another quarterback.
Don't most teams have 3 quarterbacks on a team?
Depends on the team.
There should be 3 quarterbacks on our team. If we can't agree with that, then we're breaking up the band.
Hey, they always got Mark Brunell just sitting there waiting.
How would Rush sound with 2 people? Not very fucking good. Trying.
Who's out there for
Easy
quarterbacks?
time.
Is there anybody we can pick up?
Got Nathan Peterman.
So that's a no.
This is the same thing that I say to a lot of people. Anybody that is worth a damn is probably on a roster, and they're probably not getting released.
Well, I was surprised with probably not. Jarrett hasn't played that great, and we've released him once before, so he's used to getting released from the Lions.
Gerard Davis?
Yeah, Gerard Davis.
Yeah, it kind of surprised me. I don't know why they'd bring him back just to.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised too that they favored him. Yeah,
So they have competition. I mean, they had a bunch of people in there. You got to play a lot of snaps, and you got a bunch of games, and you have a bunch of practices you have to do.
And another first round pick that kind of just fizzled out.
I could see if there's anybody that they released that I could see them bringing back or attempting to bring back. I would say that Godwin. I think that Godwin has a chance of being back on the team at some point.
Did they release Godwin?
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh, shoot. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't see that name either.
Breaking news on Rain City Roar for Butler, at least. Godwin was released. That surprises me. No. What about Golden Tate? He's playing baseball. He wants to play for the Lions. He's been posting a lot of stuff on Twitter and Instagram in his Lions jersey.
Shit, bring Nate Burleson back.
Burleson could probably still play. That guy looks good.
Let's just put the whole band back together. Let's get.
We're breaking the band up here because of quarterbacks, and we're bringing the Lions band back together.
Let's get Barry. Let's get Calvin. Let's get Burleson. Let's get Tate.
Brett Perman and
No,
Herman Moore.
Yeah. Well, Godwin surprises me. I didn't know they released him, so that's interesting. Wavered him, I guess.
Yeah, and I only call him Godwin because I
can't say his other name.
It's like it's Igwabuki or Igwabuki. I don't want to butcher the man's last name. I can confidently say Godwin.
Godwin. Let's just stick with Godwin. That's probably safe.
I can confidently say that.
One thing I think I started on earlier, but I don't think I finished. I don't know if we got sidetracked because we started off a little stumbly tonight. But I reached out to our old sponsors, and I'm not sure how that's going to work. But Montucky is interested in coming back on board with us, so we might not be able to show the cans on film, but we can definitely talk about them. And even if they don't come back on board, I think that we need to talk about them a little bit because those guys were there from the beginning with us.
Yeah, they were.
Cold snacks.
Cold snacks. Good beer. Light beer. They're from Montana. They give 8% of their profits back to charities, which is important. I know to Rick. Rick does a lot of stuff with charities. Neil does a lot of stuff with charities. I watch Neil and Rick do a lot of stuff with charities, and they're awesome at it.
You watch us do a lot of stuff with charities.
Hey, let's take a minute to talk about Dan Campbell, DC's hygiene habit.
I'm showered for 2 days. I can relate, Dan Campbell.
They're smelling himself. Woo! I took a bath in 2 days. Dude.
That was pretty funny. That was after the credits, Neil, if you already jumped off. But I
was off after
that. And then what the other guy said, smells like success.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
That was fun stuff.
He's the in your face coach, man. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be real interesting.
I don't have any issues with MCDC. He's the man.
So I'm gonna say something really random, but it's something that I always kind of think about. It's just I don't know why, but like in my mind, there's certain football players that probably don't smell so great, and I think I know who they are, but I'm not gonna name them here. And other ones I think probably smell fine, but I think that there's
Richard Sherman. What?
I'm not going to confirm or deny if that was one of the people that I suspect.
He walked by us at the game that time. He stunk. Yeah. Richard Sherman stinks.
Well, I think dreadlocks is hard to wash. So dreadlocks.
No, dreadlocks. That's a false.
Different smells.
Yeah, that's not true.
I got a guy at work who has them, and they stink.
Well, were those dreads or were those braids?
These are actual dreads. He's been growing them for like 20 years. Never takes a bath, I guess.
That's not true. Well, if he doesn't take a bath, you're gonna stink. It has nothing to do with your dreads. So
I obviously wouldn't know.
No, none of us would know.
When you were talking about the kegerator earlier, I was like, you could have used a hair dryer, and then I stopped myself.
I could have.
Rick doesn't have a hair dryer. Detroit Rick doesn't have a hair dryer. A couple things. We're getting ready to go into the season. We're gonna have one more show next week, and I made an executive decision, guys. I hope you're okay with it.
Okay. We'll do it live. Okay.
What is?
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
We're gonna do it live. We're gonna be live right here on DSN. And I want to play. We're using this program that's new to me. We used to just stream live on Facebook back in the day, and it was fine, whatever. But we're actually using Restream, and we need to learn how to use this program. So we're going to go live next week. I understand a lot of people in Detroit are not up at the hour that we're up here on the West Coast. But if you guys want to join in, jump on. We'll be able to throw your comments up on the screen. We'll be able to interact with you. I think it'll make for a lot smoother show. That's kind of our wheelhouse. These pre-recorded shows are not what we were made to do. As you can tell, we're kind of freewheeling fun guys. We like to just kind of have fun. So I think it'll be a blast. If you guys are interested, that counts as one.
I do definitely want to do that.
Okay. Glad I didn't jump ahead. I didn't even throw that out to you guys. I just wanted to make sure that we're ready for the first week. So, because every week, speaking of, we will be not only probably sponsored by Montucky, but we will be streaming live anywhere from 15 to 45 minutes after the game, depending on how drunk Rick is and how long it takes him to get to a computer.
I've been doing well.
You've been doing really well. I'm proud of you, Rick.
You've been doing fantastic. I'm drinking non-alcoholic beer.
What the fuck's the sense in that?
I don't know. I'm just trying it out. We're seeing what's good.
I did run a poll the other day. This is why I was actually thinking about it. I ran a poll the other day about I wanted to know when people were watching Hard Knocks, and 73% responded with the night that it airs, and then 23% said the next day.
Well, there's people still up then. Maybe they'll want to jump on.
What I'll do is I'll run another poll probably tomorrow or this weekend, or maybe let it run for a couple days, and see if people would be more interested in seeing it right after, or do kind of like a live reaction, talk through it as it's happening type show.
Hey,
I personally would like to watch the show and enjoy it. But we're here for you guys.
So wait, you didn't think I meant we're gonna? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Your camera's all messed up, Neil. What's going on with your camera?
Fuzzy.
What is going on with your camera?
It's fuzzy.
Is it?
Yeah, let's fix that. This is a professional operation here.
I fix what?
Was Brody licking the camera?
Is it fuzzy?
If anybody's in to lick the camera, it's gonna be Nolan.
He ain't licking it. He's gonna put something else on it.
Oh damn!
Is it really fuzzy?
Yeah.
You're a little off. I don't know if maybe it's your internet speed. Maybe you should get internet like the rest of us. That's streams.
Says fucking dial up Dave over here.
I look fantastic.
He's got a modem on his drone flying up above his house.
That's right. I got all sorts of stuff going on.
Hey, we're gonna do. We're also gonna continue on with Matthew Morris Play of the Week. We're gonna.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's talk about that because I think Neil knows all about that. We do a thing every week. It's called the Matthew Morris Play of the Week. Neil, why don't you tell us about that?
So, several years ago, at the beginning of our podcast journey, yes, we used to just do audio podcasts. You can imagine how amazing that was. We actually had some really fun podcasts. We used to have Shannon Sharp on the show, had Elmo occasionally, had several call-ins and whatnot. It was quite a fun time. But anyways, towards the beginning, we were very active in a lot of Lions groups and pages and stuff like that. And there was a young man who his sister was posting. Her name was Angela, and it was a brain. I can't remember if it was an aneurysm or something, but it was a very unexpected brain issue, and then he was in a coma, and then his family made the decision to remove him from life support shortly after. So,
but he was a huge Lions fan.
He was a massive Lions fan, and part of our promise for as long as we are doing the show was that we are going to always find a way to acknowledge him on the show. So the Matthew Morris Play of the Week was born, and we are going to continue to do that this year, and we will continue to do that. So during the season, what it'll look like is we'll make notes of certain plays throughout the game. Butler will put up his fancy pants infographic down there in the corner, and we'll go through and we'll talk through those, and we expect to see your guys' reactions to those come through the comments or via likes or whatever, however your preferred mode of communication is, and then we will nominate the official Matthew Morris Play of the Week. So we'll do that every week.
Oh yeah. Rick, anything to add to that, or Neil pretty much covered it?
No's got to cover it. I know that Celebration of Life, they actually everybody with a Lions jerseys or Lions apparel to his Celebration of Life, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I guess last thing I want to touch on is we're going to go back to the evolving season predictions. I do have a graphic here, if I can bring it up, of just some of the last games. Thought I did. And I don't. Hold on. Rick.
What kind of producer are you?
You know what else we want to do this season that we always do is we do a Rick story of the week. And I would love to hear a Rick story of the week.
We'll start that next week. You
don't have anything for me?
I have plenty, but we'll start it next week.
All right.
Are we going to be able to have people going to be able to call in? Not call in, but people have.
Yeah, let's talk about the people that are going to be calling in. I'm sure we're going to get Evan number 1 in here at some point. Who else we got?
I think Evan 700 is still a little salty about that.
Yeah. He's Deshaun, Neil's dad.
Definitely Deshaun.
Pops. Keep going, boys. Keep going.
I feel like this is the year that we give Andy a chance to talk.
I don't know.
Oh, now come on now. Andy?
I kind of want to just for a couple minutes.
All right. No, I'm fine with that. All right.
Yeah, James lives up in Seattle.
Oh. Yeah,
We
James.
reach out to him. We got to reach out to James. Terry and Super Dave, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Super Dave. Now we're getting a little crazy.
Butler.
Yes, sir.
You never talked about the idea.
What?
Which idea? Oh, yes. So I had a little idea for a T-shirt, and I don't know if you guys would be interested in this or not. Do we want to give it away, Neil?
No, I don't think so, because I do have something that I feel like could kind of spice it up a little bit, or maybe be like an option.
Okay, let's say this. We have an idea of a shirt, and we will preview the shirt here on Detroit Sports Nation.
Hold on. Say, we'll do what here?
We're gonna wear the shirt, me and you.
No,
and Rick
what was the P word? What will we do?
Preview?
Oh, you said it weird the first time. I
You're
thought that was how you actually
this
said
is
it.
the second week in a row you thought I said something I didn't.
No,
have to work on
you
my
actually
speech.
said
I have
it.
the speech there. I have a little bit of a lisp.
You said preview,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought it was genuinely cute.
Oh,
It's going to be on only exclusively available on Gear Up Detroit, which is DSN's private label of T-shirts. We have other shows on the channel, obviously, and they will have shirts as well. But we're going to have this one shirt is for sure. I think we all agreed on that tonight.
and why do I not know about this fucking shirt?
The shirt is gonna feature Detroit Rick.
That's fucked up.
It's awesome.
No, it's not. So Gear Up Detroit, and we do have a promo code that we will put in the comments here when this airs. Again, we're doing this right after the show. We're doing this right after the show. This is going to air tomorrow, so you guys can put the comments right there and just you'll see it in the comments. It's going to be 25% off anything at Gear Up Detroit. So that'll be pretty exciting.
25% off, huh?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, I hope it wasn't 20. That might come out of my pay. All right. But yeah, we're gonna have a shirt and it's gonna be available and it's gonna be awesome. So
yeah, just put that money into your fucking penis extension. Add a addictomy.
Penis and addictomy.
Yeah, you had 2 for 1 on that one.
All right, addictomy. The old addictomy is a good one. I never heard that before I met Rick.
I never heard a lot of things before I met Rick.
All right, so I finally brought up what we're going to do here. We're going to go through just up to Thanksgiving. We talked a little bit about this. We had some evolving predictions. Let's just go game by game real quick. You don't need to expand on it. Eagles, Lions, who wins that game?
Lions.
Okay, there's 1-1-1.
That private chat's in my way. Can I get rid of that thing?
Yep.
Gone.
Nice job, Rick. Commanders versus the Lions.
Lions.
Ooh. And that's a home game for the Lions, right?
Doesn't matter.
It is a home game for the Lions.
Yeah, Lions.
Okay. Lions, Vikings.
I got the Vikings on that one.
Did you skip one?
No, I'm going left to right, and that was a preseason. So it's Lions, Eagles, Commanders, Vikings.
Oh, I see you. Sorry, I was going up and down.
Okay.
I bet you were.
I hate you.
I'm going to take the Lions on this one because I have them losing the second game to the Vikings, but they're not going to lose the first game.
I think that they'll split with the Vikings.
So are you taking the Vikings on this one?
Or is it in Detroit or in Minnesota? They'll win in Minnesota. Detroit will win in Minnesota.
Yeah.
They're in Minnesota.
Yeah, I'll take a win there.
Shitbirds, Lions. At Lions.
Lions.
Oh,
Lions.
Lions on that one, boys.
Yeah.
All right. Lions, Patriots at the Patriots on October 9th.
Lions.
Wow.
I think I said Lions first time. I might coin flip that one. I feel like I think it's a trap game. I think we're better than they are.
Yeah, I think
that we will be better than they are, but I think that we lose that game.
Okay, that was one of the few games I also said we'd lose in the first round. Lions at the Cowboys.
Lose.
Yeah, Cowboys.
Again, that was another one that I said we will lose because we always lose the Cowboys. Okay. Dolphins, Lions.
Lions.
That one's a toss-up. All I can hear is AJ screaming Tyreek Hill.
Oh, that's right, Tyreek Hill.
I'm going to say Dolphins on that one.
I'm going with Dolphins. I went with Dolphins last time. You guys, to be honest, I wish I'll maybe figure it out next week, but to go back, you guys have changed a little bit. Mine have stayed the same, just so you know. I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm just saying. I'm just stating a fact, okay? Packers at the Lions.
That one's at Detroit. I got Packers on that one.
Packers.
Also going Packers. Lions at Bears.
The Lions.
Lions.
That's a home game.
I'm going Lions on that too. And that did change because I had the Bears last time. Lions at Giants, November
Lions.
20th. Rick might be at that game. I might be at that game. We haven't figured it out yet.
We need to do that game, guys. We need to talk about that. But yeah, I got the Lions on that game, but we need to talk about the trips.
Okay, I'm giving it to Tommy, and then I'm going to the Giants. And the last one, I believe this is the Thanksgiving game, right?
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Bills, the Lions. I mean,
Ah.
the Lions. I hate it, but I got to take them.
Who are you
You took
taking?
Lions in that one?
I'm taking the Lions. Yeah,
Oh.
we haven't won a Thanksgiving game in a bit, and I feel really good about that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I'm on the fence
Bills.
with that one. And I'm just gonna be a Detroit fan and say Lions, but that's a tough pick. I'm going with the Lions.
All right.
We got to win a Thanksgiving Day game soon.
So we got 1, 6, and 5, and we got 2, 5, and 6s. Well, I guess that has changed a little bit because I think I was a little more optimistic on that.
I think the first time we went through, I said like 13 and 4.
Yeah. We'll do a final one next week for sure, and then we'll compare against that first podcast. So,
All right.
anything else we need to hit on, boys?
I think that's it.
They're probably going to have to trim a lot of this podcast out because we struggled, but hey, what are you going to do? But next week, we're going live during the podcast. You guys will interact with us. We'll put up your comments. We'll chat with you. Anything you have, take notes. Rick's been taking notes the last couple weeks. You notice that, Neil? He has notes written down.
He's drawing.
No,
Are you writing words?
I've seen him writing words. Yeah, they're writing words. By the way, speaking of, okay, it's over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
No way.
I swear to God. We changed up the over-under. It was 5.5 going in, but with the balls and Heisey hot comment, I changed it to 7 to 5, and we went over. 8 again. We had actually, I don't hand job, flogging Molly. We counted that one as one. Dick nuts, dick beaters. I can't read what I wrote there. Penis and addictomy.
You are a man of many skills there, Rick. You could
all things
he can literally say penis any way possible.
All the things I want to be known for.
I think I honestly think we should do something with the season instead of how they have fantasy trophies. I think we should just do a on the down low over under, and whoever has the best score gets a picture of Rick holding a penis. Yeah.
Whose?
Not yours.
Well, I was thinking a fake penis, but
Oh!
I'm not holding a penis.
How about a dildo, Rick?
I'm out.
Like a dildo?
I'm out.
Oh, all right. Well, hey, thank you guys for watching tonight. Next week, we're going to be live and interacting with you. And the over-under is going to be high next week.
And I will not be holding a penis.
And Rick will be holding a dildo at some point during
unless it's mine. Or a fake-ass butt.
All right, well, that's it for this week. Rain City Roar recapping and making a train wreck into a podcast. I'm Butler.
I'm Neil.
Not Detroit Rick. Peace out, bitches.